Welcome back to a brand new PTCG live video. Today I'll be showcasing the new Team Rocket's Crobat EX from the newly released set Destined Rivals. So with that being said, let's get into the deck list. Let's see which new cards we'll be running. So we do have the 4 copies of the Team Rocket's Zubat, the 4 copies of Team Rocket's Golbat. With that ability Sneaky Bite, when we evolve it up from our hand, we can put 2 damage counters on any one of your opponent's Pokemon. And then we do have the 2 copies of the Team Rocket's Crobat EX with a similar ability with the Biting Spree. When we evolve up this Pokemon from our hand, we can put 2 damage counters on 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. And then we do have that Assassin's Return for the attack for 120 base damage with 2 Dark Energies. We have also the option to put this Pokemon back into our hand and then discard any attached cards. And then for our single prize attacker, we do have a 4/4 line of the Team Rocket's Tarountula and Team Rocket's Spidops with that ability charging up. Once during your turn, you can attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon. As well as we do have the Rocket Rush, where we can do 30 damage for each one of our Team Rocket's Pokemon in play. So if we get all 6 into play, we can do 180 damage with this single prize Spidops. And then we do run the 1 copy of the Team Rocket's Articuno for that Repelling Veils. Basically, they're just to protect us from Dragapult EX's Phantom Dive so that they can't put those damage counters on our basic Team Rocket's Pokemon. And then lastly, we do have the 1 copy of the Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX. It is a pretty powerful attacker with the Erasure Ball. We have 160 base damage, and then we can discard up to 2 energy cards from our bench Pokemon to do 60 more damage for each card we discarded in this way. And then moving on to the trainer cards for our stadium cards, we do run 3 copies of Team Rocket's Factory. Once during each player's turn, if they played a supporter card of Team Rocket in its name, they can draw 2 cards for doing so. And then for our supporter cards, we have the 1 Professor's Research for some draw support. The 1 copy of Team Rocket's Archer. We can only use this card if one of your Team Rocket's Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn, and then both players shuffle their hand into their deck. And then you get to draw 5 cards, and then your opponent's stuck drawing just 3 cards. And then we also do run all 4 copies of the Team Rocket's Ariana. We can draw until we have 5 cards in our hand, and if all of our Pokemon in play are Team Rocket's Pokemon, we can draw until we have 8 cards in our hand instead. And then we have the 3 copies of the Team Rocket's Giovanni. This is basically going to feel like a Prime Catcher where you can switch out your active Team Rocket's Pokemon with one of your bench Team Rocket's Pokemon. And if you do so, you can gust up one of your opponent's bench Pokemon into the active. And then we do run the 2 copies of the Team Rocket's Proton. You can search out your deck for 3 basic Team Rocket's Pokemon and put them into your hand. And what's really good about this card is that you can even use the supporter card if you take the first turn of the game. And then for our ace spec, we do have the Maximum Belt where you can do an extra 50 more damage to your opponent's active EX. And then for our energy cards, we have the 4 Team Rocket's Energy. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it will provide 2 in any combination of Psychic and Dark Energy. And then lastly, we do have the 6 basic Grass Energies. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into some games here. Yeah, our opponent is going first. So it'll make this pretty hard for us since we don't have the team evolution. See, I got Ditto. Yeah, they use a transformative start. Something tells me, okay, Fian Rotom. I thought it was gonna be Wellspring, Ogerpon. Who? And they got a Lightning Energy. So I'm guessing they're gonna get 2 more Hoot here and 1 Noctowl, in my opinion. Kind of don't want to play the Rocket's Factory now, because if they do, they can use that Assault Landing for the easy KO. Yeah, they do get the 1 Hoot. Yeah, there's a Noctowl. So let's see what they do here. Do they have Terrapagos? Other Ogerpons? Area 0. So it's a good thing we didn't put the Rockets Factory. We could have risked... We would have guaranteed the KO and lose the stadium. Nest Ball. Okay, looks like there's a Raging Bolt here. They use Judge. That's pretty bad. Yeah, let's play Ariana. Okay, that's pretty lucky. We get the Spidops. Come on, we need a Grass Energy here. Or Earthen? Of course not. No, that is bad. Is there anything Night Stretcher? No, just a Zubat. Yeah, I think we'll just attach Rocket's Energy maybe to the Golbat. I'm just hoping they don't knock us out this turn. Ooh, they do retreat out into Ogerpon. Pain Energy Switch. Yeah, that's so bad. At least we can Night Stretcher the Spidops back. Yeah, I just can't believe how hard it is to find the energy card that we needed. Oh no, let's get a Golbat. Okay, we finally draw it. Pretty unbelievable. And then let's get rid of the Transceiver and the Research. Get Crobat. Yeah, that was pretty tough just to get 2 prize cards. Pretty bad. Because that grass energy was so hard to find. There's 1 prize, the Night Stretcher. See, they go into Raging Bolt. So they only need 2 energies to knock us out. Very easy, but... I get the Mute EX. And a Night Stretcher, probably a Grass Energy. No, they get the Knock Towel. It's already looking kind of bad. Yeah, they pick up Boss. So they're probably going to take out our Mewtwo, I think. Yeah. So yeah, they're a pretty close game. If they Gust and knock out Crobat, we're basically done for. 'Cause that's basically our only way to get the last KO here. Flip the script, and they already used Sada, so they can't play something like Boss, but they still can have Prime Catcher. So if they have Prime Catcher or Pokemon Catcher, they can definitely Gust us, a Raging Bolt. I think they just lose this actually. They go for the Bellowing Thunder for the knockout. Yeah, they basically lose this now. Because we do hit weakness on Mew, so that's basically how we're going to get those last 2 prize cards. Put Crobat in front, put Mewtwo in their front active. Yeah, that basically costed them the game, benching that Mew. Yeah, last 2 prize cards. Yeah, there's a Golbat and Buddy Poffin. So yeah, we did win the coin toss, and we decided to go first for this game. Looks like no mulligans for either one of us. And it looks like there's gonna be Marnie's Grimmsnarl. Oh wow, that is so lucky. We draw the Proton. Next end turn. See, they put down Maractus. We definitely do have a good advantage here since we can use Spidops and hit for weakness. Arvin. Yeah, there's a double snow run. I really doubt we'll be able to knock out their Impidimp. I go for the Felch? I don't know. Oh, but they do draw a card of that attack. Buddy Poffin. Let's see. Yeah, there's really not much we can do here. I'm just gonna pass here. Like, we don't even have the Rocket's energy, even if we like want an Ultra Ball for the Crobat. Say they retreat out into Maractus. So yeah, it looks like they are having a tough time to set up here as well. Because if they had the rare candy, Grimmsnarl, they would have just evolved it up. Ooh, that's good. Iono, that helps us out. Not only did we get the 2 cards, we didn't really have anything going on in that hand. Yeah, let's just pass. Something tells me they're also kind of playing this game differently. So, I feel like that Frostlass is definitely target number 1. They put down Shaman. Yeah, they only got 1 Impidimp in play. They use Iono. They get the Morgrim. So yeah, let's gust up the Frostlass. Draw 2 cards of the factory. And I think we're gonna evolve up, because if they keep moving damage counters to Golbat, it will definitely knock it out eventually. Let's see, there's a Golbat. Oh wow, another Monkey Dory. And they're not targeting the Tarountulas here. I don't know why. And they pass. Now let's put the Rocket's energy. Kind of hoping to get Ultra Ball here. Okay, there it is. Get rid of the Buddy Poffins and get another Spidops here. Okay, it's not in the deck. So we prize 2. We must have prized at least one Spidops here. Rocket's energy. I don't know, I think we're just gonna retreat out here. Yeah, let's go for the knockout. Seems like a heavy price to pay, but definitely just want to get rid of that Grimmsnarl. Okay, there's a Spidops and Ariana. The Night Stretcher, probably for the Grimmsnarl, yeah. Do they have rare candy? Wow, they have rare candy. Let's see, will they use Iona? That's also would mess us up. No, they don't. They just go for the Shadow Bullet. Okay, I think we definitely just win this here because we just hit them for weakness and that's it. Wow, 4 energies in the deck. Yeah, there we go. 360 damage, and we take the last 2 prize cards. Yeah, there's another Spidops. Nice, we win it. I said let's go first here. Definitely want to go first, because we have so many Pokemon we want to evolve up as soon as possible. Especially since we're not using those rare candies for the Crobat. Wow, you gotta be kidding me. This is like the worst hand ever. Cadet. Oh wow, what are the odds we draw the Proton? Alright, won't even let me get the Tarountula. Let's see, let's draw 2. Yeah, double energies. See, they got the Ho-Oh EX. Will I get the Squawk? No, they got Research. And there goes Rocket's Factory for Lively Stadium. And they're gonna get the Squawk here, assuming it's not prized. No, they get the Mew. Maybe they got another Ultra Ball Nest Ball here. See, they got everything but the Squawk here. Pheasantipity, and they pass. Do we have a chance here? Another energy card, wow. That is pretty bad. I think we're just gonna research here. Yeah, let's pass. Energy Retrieval, they got the 1 fire they put on the Ho-Oh, and they use Iono. It doesn't look too good. So I wonder if this is even Sterilage, honestly. This could just be maybe just Holo EX without the Sterilage. They just maybe have Armor Rouge or something. Yeah, no, let's gust up their Pheasantipity. See, draw 2. Okay, there we go. We knock out the Pheasantipity, which is a pretty good knockout to take. Take 2 prize cards. There's a Night Stretcher and Articuno. Like, I really think we had a pretty bad starting hand. This was pretty tough to work. Yeah, this is Armor Rouge, so they didn't have the Sterilage at all. Ooh, there's Iono. Hopefully we get an Ariana back, because we do run all 4 of them, and that's literally the first one we saw. Okay, we at least get the Transceiver. Another Armor Rouge. Legacy Energy. Oh wow, looks like they're gonna KO us here. With this gimmicky Geom hacking. And they even have the energy cards to discard to do 280 here, so yeah, we're going down. Wasn't expecting a Mew EX here. Oh no, maybe we should get Archer. Yeah, let's get Archer here. Hopefully we get that Night Stretcher. That's really what we need here. And we do not. So yeah, that was so unfortunate. The Night Stretcher that we needed basically got Iono to the bottom of the deck, and even after reshuffling, we couldn't get it off the Archer. Let's see what they do here. Hopefully, having them go down to 3 cards, slow them down a little bit with the Archer. They retreat out, of course. Never mind, looks like... Yeah, they got the Fire Energies because they got the Ho-Oh. They boss us for Spidops. Yeah, they can just switch the energies over. Let's see if we get Night Stretcher here. Okay, at least we get it. Yeah, let's go for the 120. No, we're not gonna go back into our hand. Let's see what they do here. They play Arven. Yeah, they're gonna keep switching that legacy energy around. So we only have 1 Giovanni, I believe, in the discard, so we have 3 more. Yeah, and they're gonna get that legacy energy into the front. And I guess let's gust up the Latias maybe. Retreat out. And we'll put Crobat back into our hand. Charging Web. And I don't think we should actually draw here. Let's go for the Assassin's Return. So yeah, they're a pretty tough game here. They're not a pushover counter catcher onto our Golbat. So yeah, they're probably gonna knock us out here. Night Stretcher Latias back. Define Spin. Oh yeah, that was kind of a misplay, I would say. Because now all we need to do is just gust that Mew EX and we basically take game. Or even the Latias, they're both weak to Dark type here. Gust up the Mew and we put our Crobat into the active. Yeah, they just concede here. Well, those are all the games. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.